Landline users beware. That's the warning from police after a surge in people being conned out of thousands of dollars by phone scammers. 3 men in Auckland, aged in their 20s and 30s, have been charged in relation to alleged money laundering after an 84-year-old victim lost almost $10,000 after getting a call from someone pretending to be from Spark. The way it works, according to the police, is the caller then manipulates the victim into unwittingly allowing them remote access to their computer and bank account. Detective Senior Sergeant Bridget Doell says the scammers are likely locals working for an offshore entity.
There's a variety of ways that people are scammed, and it is generally the same method, probably globally, but people are contacted on their phones, mainly landline phone numbers. And we believe from some investigations that we've done in the past, it's mainly from offshore scammers, and they manage to manipulate who they call to access their computer through a team viewer app, which gives the scammers access to their accounts, and that's where it starts.
So in the latest case, where you've got this 84-year-old victim, what was the story that they were told when they got the phone call?
Yeah, that is the same case. They've been told that if they don't give access to the computer to fix their email, then they'll lose all their email access. So there's varieties of scams, and everyone would have seen the Spark scam that did the rounds earlier in the year. This is a similar version. They pretend to be from reputable companies, Microsoft, Spark, and in Australia, companies like Telstra. So it's just really what the scammer chooses to say to the people they're calling.
So are they generally just chancing on using a big brand name in the hope that someone does actually have an account with that company?
Yeah, quite often that is the case, and often we know that it's offshore scammers. They use what's called it's a dialing app. So they probably just call many random numbers in New Zealand, whether it's 04 409 for Auckland or 07, etc. And then often our victims are the more vulnerable, I suppose, are the elderly that are at home during the day and still have landline phone numbers. So that's the main victims of this kind of scam.
And once they've kind of got the person hooked in, what are they getting them to do? Are they getting them to download something, or how does that next step happen?
Yeah, they've asked them to click on iTeam Viewer, which gives the caller, and they ask them to open up their computer. They claim they're from Spark for this particular one, and they need to click on a Team Viewer app once the scammer guides them to that on their laptop, and that gives the scammer access to their computer and access to their accounts. So really, the people and the victims that have been called don't realise that that is actually the case, and money starts to be moved from their accounts on the computer online.
So, Detective, from what you're seeing, do they take a wodge of money at the same time, or are they just pilfering little bits over a period of time?
Oh, look, I can't be specific. It's a variety of ways. Some of the people we've spoken to have lost significant amounts of money. One earlier in the year lost, up to $250,000. So it's our message is the prevention aspect. If anyone doubts any phone call that they have, or anyone guides them to open any applications on their computer, just don't do it. No one will ask or ring you to do that.
And that's Detective Senior Sergeant Bridget Doell.